So we want to look at SAU USD on a monthly time frame using Shavyfxhub strategy. So SAU USD on a monthly. This is very important based on what gold is doing at the moment. It becomes very skeptical for anybody to just keep lower time frame bias. So we need to look at the market from higher time frame perspective. So we look at it from a higher time frame perspective, and when we look at it from a higher time frame, we'll be drawing our price action from 1980. Our price action is coming from 1980. We need to understand since when the gold became something of high demand. We need to know since when did it become a thing of high demand. When did it enter the supply phase? When did it enter the demand phase? We need to understand using the charts, understanding demand and supply using charts. That is all Shavyfxhub does. Interpretation of charts. We don't speculate. We analyze price based on what we see on the chart. So I'll be looking at SAU, very important metal, very important. So let's get the dots and a quick dive into explain what we see, how we see it, and what it means. So on a monthly time frame, we have an ascending trend line running from 1979 into 1980, and we made a retest in August 2011. Price made a dramatic drop. The demand for gold dropped from August 2011. Price saw a very severe drop in the price and the demand of gold. So we are going to call this a supply roof. This is our supply roof, a monthly supply roof. This is a supply roof. So what we are going to watch out for is when price breaks out from the supply roof, we change our bias from supply to demand. So we have an ascending trend line, ATL. So you can see the value of gold has been rising from 1979 into 1980, and the price came to a new high September 2011 and made a severe drop. The two highs have created an ascending trend line where we watch for breakouts from the structure. If price breaks out from the supply roof, it becomes a demand floor. It is very technical. So we are also going to look at the dates to see when we broke out from the supply roof to return to demand phase. Ladies and gentlemen, gold officially broke out July 2024 from supply roof into demand phase, and it showed a considerable retest. After breaking out from the supply roof, price returned to demand floor and is setting price up. Buyers have never looked back because the market is already in the demand phase. So as long as price returns to the demand floor, it will continue its uptick. But we have some clauses, we have some things to note along the line. We look out for another break of structure on a monthly time frame. We're going to change it to black. Now we want to find our supports. We want to find our resistance. And we are going to take the two impulse leg that gave birth to this very rally we are enjoying now. A stop at 2,624 into 1,624 into 1,615. We can also see the price action. We will also go into it to explain what really transpired. So we have a breakout structure July 2011. A resistance structure broken becomes a support structure. So we are going to change it ROS to SR. And the next one we have is SR. So we have here a resistance structure. Break of a resistance structure becomes SR. Price switching from supply to demand. And when price returned to the support structure, it bought. Then price came back in the month of April 2013 and broke the support structure. And we returned again in the month of October 2019 and respected the resistance structure before price breaking it in March 2020. Now price moved from supply to demand. So another switch from a supply phase to demand phase. So it's very technical. So when price returned to 1,618 into 15, we have bought because price returned to demand floor. So whenever price returns to demand floor, after all the scalp, institutional traders were waiting at this level. Now price has made its way up and we have a resistance at this level. Every time price reaches at this level, the body of the candle closes below and forming a rectangular pattern. This rectangular pattern is bounded by a break and retest, meaning if price break out from the roof of the rectangular pattern, wait for a retest for upswing. Ladies and gentlemen, this rectangular roof has served as a supply roof that has stopped price on numerous times. Every time price makes its way to the roof, it gets rejected because it is a supply roof. So until it turns supply to demand, you are not going to have any headway. We return in the month of August 2000, price dropped. We return in the month of April 2022, price dropped. We return in May 2023. We have a strong wick, but the body of the candle always close. Remember, when we use monthly or weekly analysis, we want break and close body of the candle. We want to see break and close, not a weak rejection. We want to see break and close body of a candle. So even in the month of April 2023, price closed below supply roof. What are we looking for in this pattern? We want break and close body of a monthly candle above supply roof to turn supply to demand. So we finally made it in the month of November 2023, where price broke out from a supply roof to return price to demand floor. Ladies and gentlemen, gold demand soar from this level, never to look back because price on a monthly, we had a monthly close of a body of a candle above supply roof. So when price broke the supply, it came back to test it what as demand floor and initiating break and retest as the only true strategy that approaches the market in the right way. So when price returned at 2016.336 level, gold upsurged. Now we have another resistance, another supply roof When price came to this level due to the heavy impulse leg from the 2000 level we received in the month of February 2024, price broke the resistance structure serving as a supply roof, retested and returned on demand floor. Gold keep surged due to price returning to demand floor. But we have another structure, a beautiful ascending trend line, black. So I call it ATL. We have two ascending trend lines. The two ascending trend lines are to be watched in the future. So if we have a price coming back, price will still come back to this ascending trend line because this is our demand floor. This is a demand floor, a demand floor. So if we have selling impulse leg return to demand floor, it will trigger a buy, whether you like it or not. You don't need to like it. It's just what it is. You don't need to like it. So this is what will happen. So we have here a resistance structure which we will call ROS. We have another resistance structure, and we have a break of the resistance structure. The two resistance structure has given us an ascending trend line which is black. Price broke the resistance structure, came down, and it's now become a support structure. So we have it as SR. So there is a switch from ROS to SR. So price return here as SR. Ladies and gentlemen, gold has moved, and when price returned, price respected this SR level, but unnecessarily, I don't know for any reason, price broke it because they already broke out from a horizontal support structure. So they coincide. Heavy bearish impulse broke the structure. So price on this ascending trend line is showing that price has switched from supply from demand to supply. So we break out here from a structure, resistance structure, resistance structure, resistance structure, break a resistance structure supply. So we broke from a supply, we broke from a demand, now we return to supply. So price now is heading to supply retest. So the monthly candle most likely might tap into this level. This is the monthly candle. So the surge might continue because there is no resistance. So this is the structure we have. A resistance structure 1, resistance structure 2, resistance structure 3, break of resistance structure, price return, retest as support structure, and upticked. So when price returned to the support structure, respected it, broke a support structure to set price on supply. So our next supply roof will be based on the structure we have here. So we want price to play into this net. If price plays into this net, it will end up as a sell based on the structure of the market. So if we anticipate using our vertical rule, if price returns here, here will be our ultimate sell for the month. So you should expect your monthly rejection at 2,835.295 based on the structure. So let's go back and analyze it again. We have here resistance structure, which we call RS, RS, RS1, RS2. We have RS3, we don't want to put it here. And price broke the resistance structure and returned as SR. Price have bought. The three structures create an ascending trend line, ATL, previously resistance, turned support, and price came to the support level and respected it before breaking the support structure. What structure was broken? A demand structure. Now price returns what? After breaking the support structure, it returns what? SR as ROS. So we return back as ROS. What is ROS? Supply, sell, where resistance become support on break of structure. So on technical, we hold this line responsible for sell. So if price returns back to this level, I expect that 2,835.295 to be a completion of this heavy rally. This rally, if it continues based on geopolitical tension, might come to an end at this level based on the monthly structure. So we see here as our new supply roof. So on monthly, we will continue to adjust our vertical strategy to have another confluence with our ascending trend line. Wherever it cuts is where you expect market to react. So this is good on a monthly time frame. This is the most advanced structure you will find for gold in the market. The most advanced structure. So if you are looking to sell, if you are patient enough to allow the upswing continue, there is a very high probability that price might tap into 2,835.285. So the price of gold will continue to see upsurge based on geopolitical tension. Most central banks will be cutting rates. Bank of England will be cutting rates. Federal Reserve will be cutting rates. I believe Bank of Canada will do so. So it's going to be a all-round rate cutting season. So the all-round cutting season will bring the much needed liquidity to push gold as a safe haven. A type 3 asset has become something of value where people rush. A lot of hedge funds are investing their money in gold. So it's an asset. It's a valuable asset. So based on the structure, we see the price moving into 2,835.295 on monthly. So if the monthly candle continues to push, we have no option to wait for price to tap into this zone. This is the monthly structure.